Hello. Nowadays there are nearly 100 million of those that are not really remembered, the homeless people. Next, I will talk about them. You might ask yourself, how do people end up on the streets and how can someone live in these conditions? Or better say, how can they survive? Let's know something about it. Homeless is a person without a regular house, most often unable to acquire and maintain a regular, safe, and adequate housing. The United Nations identifies homeless people under two groups. Primary homeless or footlessness includes persons living in the streets without a shelter that would fall within the scope of living quarters, and secondary homeless include persons with no place of usual residence who move frequently between various types of accommodations. As you can see, even if you have a roof over your head, you can still be homeless. If you don't have any rights to stay where you live or your home is unsuitable due to severe overcrowding or other reasons, you are homeless. If you are staying temporarily with friends or family in a hotel or night shelter, living in a very overcrowded conditions, have risk of violence or abuse in your home, or living in poor conditions that affect your health, you might be considered to be homeless. An estimated 100 million people worldwide were homeless in 2005. The United Kingdom alone accounts more than 800 million people, a number which increases every year. That means homelessness is a far from developing country problem. In Europe alone, there are 3 million people on the streets. In Australia and Canada, hundreds of thousands of people are homeless. Of course, the problem is worse in poorer countries. There are over 1.9 homeless people in Colombia and 24.4 million in Nigeria. The major reasons and causes for homeless, they might be inability of employment opportunities, poverty, caused by factors like unemployment, lack of affordable housing and accessible health care, natural diseases, domestic violence, etc. Which problems homeless persons face? Beyond the lack of safe, suitable home, homeless people face many other problems like social disadvantages, reduced access to provide services, gaps in their personal infrastructures, and reduced access to vital necessities. Other problems are medical, personal security, quiet and privacy, especially for sleeping, safekeeping of bedding, clothing, and possessions which might have to be carried all the time, hygiene and sanitary facilities, cleaning and drying clothes, and many others. What's the solution? Finding a solution for this problem has been hard for many cities, states, and countries. New York has notoriously reduced the numbers of cluster cities. Some others, like Moscow, have no programs in place to fight the problem. Phoenix and San Francisco have put measures in place to reduce homelessness, such as newspapers which are given to the homeless population to sell and earn a living. Most of countries provide a variety of services to assist homeless. They often provide food, shelter, clothing, and might be organized and run by community organizations or by the government. The programs might be supported by government, charities, churches, and individual donors. Many countries also have street newspapers, publications designed to provide employment opportunities to homeless people. Some homeless have jobs, some others must seek other methods to make a living. It's impossible to account the exact amount of homeless, but they are billions. Every day in cities and towns across the country, men, women, and children dressed in rags walk the streets. open talking to visions and begging for money. Some people in society might feel sad when they see the picture. Others feel anger or even fear. Homeless is a social concern that raises issues for government officials, communities, and people along the community in so many ways. These people need to be remembered. It's time to take action because this homelessness really needs to be people remembered. Thank you.